If he's loud about his money, he doesn't have any. Look around. The men screaming about their portfolio, flashing Rolexes, posting receipts on Instagram. They're not rich. They're performing. And the men who actually have generational wealth, you'd walk past them on the street and never know. In the next 10 minutes, I'm going to break down the 4 silent principles disciplined men use to build wealth that lasts, and why the loud guys you envy today will be broke in 5 years. Here's what most men don't understand. There are 2 economies running at the same time. The first is the attention economy. This is where 95% of men play. You buy things to be seen. The watch isn't for time, it's for status. The car isn't for transport, it's for the parking lot at the club. The vacation isn't for rest, it's for the story you'll tell next Monday. Every dollar spent here is a dollar that screams, "Look at me." The second economy is the ownership economy. This is where the disciplined 5% play. Here, every dollar is a soldier. Its job is to go out, work, and bring back 2 more. Nobody sees these dollars. They don't post well. They don't go viral, but they compound. One economy makes you look rich, the other makes you rich. You cannot win at both. Every dollar spent on appearance is a dollar that will never compound. Every dollar invested in ownership is a dollar that hires more soldiers. Now here's the part nobody tells you. Attention is a tax. Every time you brag about your money, you invite 4 predators into your life. And once they show up, they don't leave until your wealth is gone. First, envy. People you thought were friends start rooting against you. Quietly at first, then loudly. They celebrate your setbacks. They share screenshots of your failures. The human heart cannot handle public success in others, even from people it claims to love. Second, lawsuits. Visible wealth is a legal target. Lawyers don't sue people who look average. They sue the guy with the matte black Lamborghini in the driveway. They sue the guy who posted his net worth on a podcast. Every flex is a deposition waiting to happen. Third, freeloaders. Every cousin, every old college friend, every situationship suddenly needs just a small loan. The drain is endless. You become an ATM with feelings. Fourth, competitors. The moment you reveal your strategy, smarter people copy it and out-execute you. The moment you reveal your numbers, hungrier people sharpen their knives. You taught your replacement how to replace you. Disciplined men understood this 2,000 years before Instagram existed. They called it discretion. The Stoics had a word for the loud man chasing applause. They called him a slave to other people's opinions, a slave to validation, a slave to the very wealth he was trying to display. Marcus Aurelius, the most powerful man in the Roman Empire, wrote his deepest thoughts in a private journal he never intended anyone to read. Seneca counseled emperors and accumulated a fortune, but warned his students to never display it. Epictetus, born a slave, became one of the most respected teachers in Rome and owned almost nothing. They knew visibility costs you peace. You don't have to take my word for it. Look at the data. Warren Buffett, net worth over $100 billion, still lives in the same modest house in Omaha he bought in 1958 for $31,000, drives himself to work in an old sedan, eats breakfast at McDonald's, drinks Coca-Cola from a can. Keanu Reeves, worth nearly $400 million, rides the New York subway, gives away most of his Matrix paycheck to the crew who built the film with him, lived for years in a rented apartment by choice. Mark Zuckerberg wore the same gray t-shirt for a decade. Sam Walton, the founder of Walmart, drove a beat-up Ford pickup truck until the day he died. David Sheridan, an early investor in Google, still cuts his own hair. Notice the pattern? The truly wealthy aren't deprived, they're free. Free from the pressure of performing. Free from the tax of attention. Free from the prison of public opinion. They've already won the only game that matters, the game inside their own head. Meanwhile, the loudest millionaires on Instagram rent those Lamborghinis by the hour. Their followers are bots. Their lifestyle is a rented set. And their bank accounts? Terrifying. Most are one bad month away from collapse. So how do disciplined men actually build wealth quietly? 4 principles. Burn them into your brain. Principle 1, invisible income. They build income streams that don't require an audience. Index funds, rental properties, boring businesses nobody wants to talk about at parties, plumbing companies, storage units, vending route, commercial real estate, dividend stocks. Why? Because boring scales. Boring doesn't attract competitors. Boring doesn't require you to be a personality. Boring doesn't depend on the algorithm. Boring keeps paying you in your sleep, in your divorce, in your funeral. The man with 3 laundromats clearing $20,000 a month is wealthier than the influencer pretending to clear $200,000. One sleeps at night, the other films at night. One has cash flow, the other has content. Principle 2, delayed visibility. Disciplined men allow themselves to look rich only after they actually are. And even then, they upgrade things you can't see first. First, they upgrade their mattress. 8 hours a night for the rest of your life is the highest leverage purchase on earth. Then their knives, then their shoes, then their health, then their education, then their tools. Things that compound their body, mind, and time before anything compounds their image. Watches, cars, designer clothes, those come last. Sometimes never. A broke man buys a Rolex to feel rich. A wealthy man buys an index fund to be rich. The Rolex depreciates the moment you walk out of the store. The index fund pays you for the next 40 years. Principle 3, kept discipline. While you spend, they invest. While you scroll, they read. While you complain about your job, they build a second one. While you chase trends, they stack assets. This isn't magic. It's just 20 years of small, boring choices nobody clapped for. The disciplined man wakes up at 5 a.m., not because it's cool, but because those 2 hours before the world wakes up are the only hours nobody can steal from him. He reads 40 pages a day, not because he loves reading, but because compounded knowledge is the only edge that can't be inflated away. He says no to 99 opportunities so he can say yes to the one that matters. He eats the same boring meal for 6 months because decision fatigue is a thief. He trains every morning because a soft body holds a soft mind. Principle 4, strategic silence. Never reveal 3 things: your next move, your real income, your true network. The moment you tell people what you're planning, you give them power to talk you out of it. The moment you reveal your real number, you become a target for envy, lawsuits, and freeloaders. The moment you name drop your connections, you devalue them in their own eyes and yours. Move in silence. Let the results speak louder than any caption ever could. Then move again before anyone catches up. A lion doesn't tell the gazelle which bush he's hiding behind. He just hunts. A great chess player doesn't announce his next move. He plays it. The most dangerous men in the room are the ones who said the least. Last thing, 3 traps that will break your discipline if you let them.